These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. Taking on the might of our quiz Goliaths today are the Thoroughbreds from Yorkshire. Now, this team share a passion for horse racing and are members of a syndicate owning 13 horses. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Terry. I'm a retired consultant psychiatrist.
Hi, I'm Stephen. I'm a trained driver instructor.
Hi, I'm David. I'm a chartered accountant.
Hi, I'm Phil. I'm a retired harbour master.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a port and site services director.
So Terry and team, hello.
Hello.
Great to see you, and all centring around horses this, Terry.
Yeah, we're all members of a racehorse ownership club called Grange Park Racing, which was founded in Leeds 5-6 years ago now. From a membership of 1 initially, we now have 100 members, and we support our 13 racehorses who run in our colours wherever they run.
Have you ever had 2 of your horses race against each other?
We have once, yeah. That wasn't such a good experience. But we have had one special day when we went to Beverley Racecourse in the morning. We had a winner there, and we went on to Ripon or Redcar in the afternoon and had a different winner there.
I hope this is a special day today. Good luck, team. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, as you know, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, that prize money rolls over to our next show. Now, Thoroughbreds, the Eggheads have won just the last 2 games, so there is £3,000 for you to play for today. Would you like to start?
Oh, yes.
I thought so. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of film and TV, and you can choose between Judith, Beth, Pat, Dave and Lisa.
We'll do that, yeah.
Paul?
Okay.
Going to be Paul? OK, our Port and Site Services Director. Against which Egghead? Any one of the 5, Paul?
Judith?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll go for Judith, please, Jeremy.
So it is Paul from the Thoroughbreds versus Judith from the Eggheads. You can see you're looking very keen. To ensure there's no conferring, would you please both take your positions in our famous question room? Paul, you were the Mayor of Beverley at some point.
I was 3 years ago, Jeremy, yes.
You're playing film and TV against Judith.
Yep.
Would you like to go first or second, Paul?
I'll go first, please, Jeremy.
Here we go. Which UK reality TV show is filmed in Murwillumbah, New South Wales? Big Brother, The X Factor, or I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here?
Well, I'm so not a fan of reality television, but I think I can narrow this one down. I can eliminate Big Brother and X Factor and say it's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is quite right. The Jungle. Judith, your question. Young Hyacinth, which was first shown on the BBC in 2016, is a prequel to which other sitcom? Keeping Up Appearances, Only Fools and Horses, or Porridge?
I think that refers to Mrs. Bouquet. So it's Keeping Up Appearances.
Keeping Up Appearances is the right answer, Judith. Well done. Paul, back to you. The Return of Dr. Mysterio is the title of which television programme's 2016 Christmas special? Call the Midwife, Doctor Who, or Sherlock?
I've seen 2 of the Sherlocks, so I would say then it would be Doctor Who.
Doctor Who is correct. OK, Judith. Which comedian and actor voices the main canine character Max in the 2016 animated film The Secret Life of Pets? Ben Stiller, Tom Hanks, or Louis C.K.?
Well, Tom Hanks, I don't think is a comedian, is he? He's an actor, pure and simple. I don't know who Louis C.K. is. Ben Stiller.
What is your famous rule, Judith, when you
Go down the right.
The magic right. And why did you not follow your rule?
Because I've never heard of him.
Louis C.K. is the answer.
Oh, I should have done it.
At your peril, you disobey your own rule. So you can take the round with this, Paul. Lawrence Kasdan, who found fame as one of the screenwriters of The Empire Strikes Back, also wrote the screenplay for which of these films? Steel Magnolias, The Bodyguard, or Flashdance?
I have no idea on this. I would rule out Bodyguard because it's way after Empire Strikes Back. I'll hazard a guess at Flashdance, Jeremy.
The answer is The Bodyguard.
I don't want to roll that.
Okay. A chance for you, Judith, to draw level, but if you get this wrong, you know what happens. In the film Back to the Future, what is the first name of Marty McFly's father, as played by Crispin Glover? Is it Ronald, George, or Thomas?
Oh dear. Well, Magic Right. Oh, well, no, it was Magic Right last time, wasn't it? I don't know. George.
George is the right answer. After 3 questions each, we go to sudden death pool. To make it a little bit harder, I don't give you options. Are you ready?
I am.
In which British science fiction television series from the 70s and 80s did the heroes battle against the totalitarian forces of the Terran Federation?
Well, given that it's 70s and 80s, I don't know the answer, but just from the time, I'll say Blake 7.
Blake 7 is right. Well done. All right, Judith, are you going to be knocked out by the former mayor of Beverly? Let us see. Who plays Jacqueline Kennedy in the 2016 biopic Jackie?
And Natalie Portman.
Well done, Judith. You're absolutely right. Natalie Portman. Paul, your question. The English television presenter Michael Barrett is best known for presenting which BBC Evening News and Current Affairs programme from 1969 to 1977?
That's Nationwide, Jeremy.
Nationwide is correct. Judith, your question. Which American fashion designer directed the 2016 film Nocturnal Animals, starring Amy Adams?
Tom Ford.
Well done. Okay, so we're level. Sudden death. Paul, back to you. Vesuvio's restaurant and the Bada Bing Club are frequently used locations in which TV series? Bada Bing.
Bada Bing. I don't know. I'm going to say Frasier.
No, it is, I think, maybe the greatest TV drama of all time, The Sopranos.
Right, I've never seen it.
Judith, you have a chance to take the round now. Who took over BBC One's flagship Friday night TV chat show slot from Jonathan Ross in 2010?
Graham Norton.
Graham Norton is the right answer. You're through to the final round. Sorry, Paul, knocked out by Judith. On sudden death, and it's just the first round. Plenty of time for our challengers to come back. Please rejoin your teammates. As it stands, the Thoroughbreds have lost one brain from the final round. The Eggheads are all still there. The next subject is science. Science. Who'd like this?
I think that's got to be me.
Terry, the skipper, our retired psychiatrist, against which Egghead?
I'll take on Lisa.
So it's going to be Terry from the Thoroughbreds versus Lisa from the Eggheads. Please go to the question room now. Science is the subject. Terry, would you like to go first or second?
I think I'll go first, Jeremy.
Here is your first question. Good luck. Incandescence is defined as the emission of which of the following by a hot object? Electricity, light, or vapor?
It could be any one of those three, but I think it's probably intended to be light. So that's my answer.
It is intended to be light. You're right. Well done. Lisa, your question. In a right-angled triangle, Lisa, what is the name for the side that always lies directly opposite the right angle? Is it the circumference, perimeter, or hypotenuse?
You ain't going to find a circumference on a triangle. It's more usually found on a circle. Well, actually, no. Circumference just means around the outside, so everything's got one. Ignore me. It's the hypotenuse, Jeremy.
It is indeed the hypotenuse. OK, back to you, Terry. Isaac Newton famously wrote in a letter to Robert Hooke, "If I have seen further, it is by standing upon the shoulders of what? Giants, planets, or fools?"
Well, that's a really nice question to come my way. It's a very, very famous quote. And if I get this wrong, I'm going home immediately. Giants.
You're right. You're not going home. Giants is right.
Thanks.
Title of an album by?
Oasis.
Oasis. That's right. Lisa, a cochlear implant can be inserted surgically to help with which of the 5 senses? Sight, hearing, or taste?
It is hearing, isn't it? Let me just... Yeah, because I suddenly had a big panic and went, oh no, hang on, is that an eye thing? No, I'm sure it's hearing.
Hearing is the right answer. So you're level, 2 each. Third question to you, Terry, now. The mentalis muscles in the face directly allow us to perform which of these actions? Blink, sneeze, or pout?
Yeah, I think it relates to the forehead and the area surrounding the forehead and the eyes. So I've got to go for blink.
Mentalis, anyone? No? We've got nobody here knows. Any of your challenges know?
No.
The answer is pout. You can win the round with this question, Lisa. Coming from the Greek for dry, what is the term for a plant that is able to endure conditions of prolonged drought? Is it xerophyte, epiphyte, or gametophyte?
The zero thing tends to have to do with water, doesn't it? Gameto, I think that's usually around sort of reproductive stuff, isn't it? Epiphyte. Let's try xerophyte.
Xerophyte is the right answer. Well done, Lisa. You're in the final round. Sorry, Terry, you've been knocked out. Return to your teams, and we'll play round 3. So, as it stands, the Thoroughbreds have lost 2 brains now from the final round. The Eggheads are doing pretty well today. Maybe back on track, Eggheads, after some difficulties. The next subject is geography. So, which Thoroughbred would like this?
I always said it'd be me. Yeah, that will be me, Jeremy.
OK, Phil, retired harbour master against. You can have Dave, Pat, or Beth.
I'd like to go against Beth, please.
Very good. So, Phil from the Thoroughbreds, Beth from the Eggheads. We've got, what is it, South Asia?
Yeah.
Is that the key area? To ensure there's no conferring, would you please take your positions in our famous question room? Phil, you're a retired harbour master.
I am, Jeremy, yes.
And where was the harbour?
It's the Humber.
Oh, I don't know if you've travelled much outside the UK, have you?
Before I was harbour master, I was in the Merchant Navy, so got a chance, as a younger man, to travel worldwide.
Brilliant. Well, you're on geography. Phil, do you want to go first or second?
I'd go first, please.
So here's your first question. If one were to travel directly west from Cairo, which is the first country other than Egypt one would cross? Morocco, Sudan, or Libya?
Right, OK. Well, Sudan, I think, is a bit further south than Cairo. Morocco, you certainly would cross, so it's just a case of whether you cross Libya before you cross Morocco. I'm going to go Libya, Jeremy, but it could be Morocco.
Yeah, I can see the problem. Sudan is quite some way down inside Africa. The answer is Libya.
Okay.
Well done. Beth, here's yours. Which of these places is located on the island of Cyprus? San Antonio, Paphos, or Syracuse?
San Antonio is a party capital of Ibiza, if I remember rightly. I'm not entirely sure where Syracuse is, but Paphos is certainly in Cyprus.
Paphos is in Cyprus, you're right. Back to you, Phil. In July 2016, a temperature of 54 degrees Celsius was recorded in which country, making it one of the highest temperatures ever recorded on Earth? Kuwait, Brazil, or Japan?
Right. Well, I've been to all 3 of these countries, and the hottest of them, in my experience, was Kuwait. It got dreadfully hot there in summer. Japan is more temperate. Brazil can get hot and humid, but I'm going to go for Kuwait on this one.
Yes, you're right. It is Kuwait. Beth, your question. Garston and Huyton are districts of which English city? Birmingham, Manchester, or Liverpool?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not Birmingham, so I'm torn between the other 2. And I'm trying to get an accent of how you would pronounce them. Huyton. I bet Dave's sitting there going, it's such and such. I'm going to go with Liverpool.
You're right.
Oh, phew.
Well done. Now, I do everything by parliamentary constituencies, and Liverpool Huyton was a seat, and I'm wondering if I know that because it's had somebody famous.
Harold Wilson.
Harold Wilson was the MP there. OK. So 2 out of 2 for you both. And Phil, your third question is this. The island group of Tristan da Cunha is part of a British overseas territory with St. Helena and where else? Pitcairn Islands, Montserrat, or Ascension Island?
OK, Jeremy. Well, I've been to 2 of those locations. I've been to Pitcairn, and that's in the Pacific Ocean. Montserrat's in the Caribbean. But I've been to Ascension Island as well, and that is the one that's grouped together with Tristan da Cunha and the others. So my answer is Ascension Island.
Your travelling is coming in very handy here, isn't it, Phil?
It is.
It's great when you've been there. Ascension Island is quite right. So, get this wrong, Beth, and you've been knocked out. What is the name of the tram or light rail system that runs through Dublin? Is it the Luas, SEPTA, or O-Train?
Oh, I think I've been on this as well. Or I certainly saw it when I visited Dublin. Well, I'm going to have a look. It's not O-Train. I'm going to go with Luas.
Luas is quite right. 3 out of 3 for you both. We go to sudden death, Phil. Gets a bit harder. I don't give you alternatives. Your first question. Which European city is divided by canals that form concentric belts around it, known as the Grachtengordel?
Okay, well, the canal system in Amsterdam is on a circular basis. Grachten sounds like it could be Dutch, so I'm going to go for Amsterdam.
Amsterdam is correct. Sudden death. Beth, over to you. Which is the largest island in the Northern Hemisphere?
Greenland.
Greenland is right. Well done. Phil, the German federal state of Saarland borders Luxembourg and which other country?
Oh, right, okay. If it borders Luxembourg, the countries around Luxembourg are Belgium and Holland. I'm going to go for Holland.
Okay. Beth, do you know this?
I may have gone for Belgium, actually.
It's France.
Ah,
So, Beth, you have a chance to take the round. Swiss International Airlines, the flag carrier airline of Switzerland, has its main hub at which city's airport?
I will go for Zurich.
Zurich is the right answer, Beth. Well done, you've won on geography. Sorry, Phil, you played so well there. It's looking a bit tricky for the challengers today, but by no means impossible. Rejoin your teammates, please. One more round to go. So the Thoroughbreds have lost 3 brains from the final round, fallen at 3 fences, I think we could say. The Eggheads are still charging round the course, but let's see if you can stop them. The next subject, I think you might like this, is sport. Okay, who's this?
That'll be me.
Stephen,
Yeah.
our train driver instructor, against either Pat or Dave.
So, Dave.
Very good. Stephen from the Thoroughbreds taking on Dave from the Eggheads. Both, I can tell, love their sport. To ensure there's no conferring, please take your positions. On sport, Stephen, would you like to go first or second?
First, please.
Okay. Your first question, Stephen. Which of these is an event in Olympic road cycling? Mountain, relay, or time trial?
Right, it's not mountain or relay, it's time trial.
Time trial is right. Dave, here's your question. For which team did Pep Guardiola play football at international level? Portugal, Spain, or Italy?
Spain.
Spain is right. Back to you, Stephen. Queen's Club plays host to a men's ATP tennis tournament that is traditionally held just after which Grand Slam competition? US Open, Wimbledon, or French Open?
Right, it's held just before Wimbledon. The US Open's in September, so it's the French Open.
It is the French Open. Very assured play by you. Dave, in November 2016, it was announced that which country's Formula One Grand Prix would be dropped from the 2017 season? Is this Germany, Australia, or China?
I've got a vague recollection about Germany. So I'm going Germany, please.
Always go with your vague recollections. Germany is right. It's going to be a tough one to play here, Stephen, can you tell?
I think so, yes.
Here's your question. Approximately how tall is the American Olympic gold medalist gymnast Simone Biles? 4 feet 2, 4 feet 8, or 5 feet 3 inches?
Right, that's a difficult one. The fact that you've asked me the question, I don't think she'd be 5'3". I think she'd be smaller than that. She's obviously a very small gymnast. So, yeah, I'll say 4 feet 8.
You've got it absolutely right. 4 foot 8 is the answer. 4 feet 8 inches, very short. You got to get this right, Dave.
Yep.
Which of these is the title of a book by the cricketer Mike Brearley? Dave, is it The Art of Captaincy, At the Close of Play, or Line and Strength?
Right, again, I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to go The Art of Captaincy, please.
The Art of Captaincy is correct. 3 out of 3. This is quite a round. Sudden death, Stephen. Your first question. The NFL team, called the Ravens, were established in which city in 1996?
That's Baltimore.
Baltimore's right. Sudden death, Dave. The Football League Cup was first staged at the start of which decade?
1960s.
1960s is correct, Dave. Stephen, the American Earl Joseph Smith, more commonly known as J.R. Smith, is a major name in which sport?
I don't know, I have to be honest. American J.R. Smith. Basketball.
Basketball is the right answer. Dave, to stay in, the Bislett Stadium is a famous athletics venue in which European capital city?
Oslo.
Oslo is correct. Stephen, at the 1972 Olympic Games, the Soviet athlete Valery Borzov won gold in the 200 metres and which other event?
Was it another running event, or was it a field one? I'll go for long jump.
No, it's in a way more obvious. It's the 100 metres. Dave, for the round. Whom did Leighton Rees beat in the final of the very first World Darts Championship in 1978?
I think Bristow beat George in 1980. 79 champion was John Lowe, so who else was around? There's Alan Evans. It could conceivably be, but no, I don't think it was an all-Welsh final. I've got to go John Lowe.
John Lowe's the right answer. Really well played, both of you there. That was an amazing round. Quick fire, sudden death. It ended with Dave going through to the final. Return to us, please, and we will play that final round. So this is what we have been playing towards. It is time for our exciting final round. As always, general knowledge is the subject. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads are not allowed to take part. So, all from this side, I'm afraid it's Terry and Steve, Phil and Paul from the Thoroughbreds. Would you please now leave the studio? David, you're playing to win the Thoroughbreds £3,000. Lisa, Dave, Pat, Beth and Judith, you're playing for something which money can't buy, the Eggheads reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge. You can confer. I'm sorry that doesn't help you, David, very much. The question is, can your one brain defeat these 5? Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, Jeremy.
OK, good luck. Here's your first question. In 2005, Tom Cruise made headlines when he jumped up and down on Oprah Winfrey's sofa on TV, declaring his love for which actress? Mimi Rogers, Nicole Kidman, or Katie Holmes?
I think it must be after Nicole Kidman, so Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes is correct. Well done. Didn't end well, that, did it?
No.
Your question, Eggheads. Which of these is a word for a piece of waste paper produced by punching a hole? Is it a divot, a fibril, or chad?
Chad.
It's the infamous
Hanging
chad.
chads. Hanging chads.
Okay, we're all happy.
Fine, yeah.
We think that's the infamous chad.
Chad is right. Is that how we know it from the famous election in
so.
2000?
Otherwise we wouldn't, would we?
Yeah. One each. Over to our challenger. Saltine is the name of a type of what food item? Thin cracker, coated nut, savoury dumpling?
I don't think it's a coated nut. I'm pretty sure it's not a dumpling, so a thin cracker.
Yeah, your teammates like that. I can see gently. They're nodding at the back there. Thin cracker's right. 2 out of 2. Playing well. Eggheads, in what series of comic book stories do the rival military men, General Alcazar and General Tapioca, sometimes appear? Asterix, Judge Dredd, or Tintin?
No idea.
That's got to be Asterix, isn't it?
I think it's probably going to be Tintin, isn't it? It's very humorous, isn't it? General Tapioca and General...
Yeah.
General, what's the other one?
Tintin is quite funny.
Yeah, but so is Asterix. They have...
Well, yeah, but it's very heavily Roman-centred, isn't it? Well, I think we can rule out Judge Dredd. It's not humorous in that sense. It's not quirky.
It could be that with Tintin, that he went round the world as the journalist, didn't he?
Yeah.
Roving cupboard.
And it could be that they were actual generals with Tintin's country leading the campaigns.
No, I'm firmly on the Asterix camp, I'm afraid, yeah.
Would they not have gone more for a sort of us-type suffix?
Yeah.
You know, in
Honey,
the same way that
honey,
all the
cod
girls are called
Latin.
X something.
It just sounds kind of like Hergé's humour. You know, I think he has kind of these slightly eccentric,
What do you think, Judith?
quirky.
I'm not, I have no idea.
What do you think?
Linguistically, I might be vaguely more inclined to Tintin as long as we can prove a wartime background, but it's hard. It's hard.
If the majority
Need
is
an answer
Tintin,
soon.
then Tintin. But I have
That's
it on
not
record.
happy.
I said Asterix.
Jeremy, you've seen the trouble we're in. With profuse apologies to Beth, we're going to go for Tintin.
OK, Tintin it is. Good bit of local democracy here. Is it the right answer? Do you know the answer here?
I don't, Jeremy.
As a matter of fact, I do, because I was reading this the other day. Tintin
It's the answer.
is the answer. OK. Gosh, they made heavy work of that. My goodness me. Maybe you've rattled them. David, you may just be one question away from £3,000. Here it is, your third question. Berklee College of Music, the largest independent college of contemporary music in the world, is based in which city? Is it Boston, New York, or Miami?
Torn between Boston and New York. So I'll go down the middle and go New York.
The answer is Boston. Boston is the answer. Eggheads have a chance now to take the contest. Deglutition is the technical term for what very common act? Swallowing, standing up, or scratching?
Look like your linguistic.
Deconstruct the word.
We've got the,
I've got an argument for swallowing and an argument for standing up. I
got
can't
the
make
old
one.
gluteus maximus. haven't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
That's what-
Removing
Yeah.
oneself from one's glutes would suggest
Yeah.
standing up, but
I
then
would suggest standing
is
up.
there anything to
Standing
do
up.
with removing of glutinous matter in
Yeah.
one's throat? Probably
We
more
want-
around saliva.
we are
I don't know.
Whether we are degluting
What about you,
ourselves,
Judith?
So therefore standing up.
Degluting.
Yeah, so gluteus maximus is your
Wouldn't
muscles in your.
you need your muscles though to stand up?
You're using different muscles.
I think we can eliminate scratching. It
Yes,
doesn't
yeah,
sound
yeah,
attractive
yeah.
at all. So it's swallowing or standing up. The sensible answer is swallowing,
Gullet.
isn't it? Standing
Yeah.
up is a slightly eccentric, quirky answer. Of course, could still be correct.
Yeah, but I like the degluting.
Yeah, there
But
is
I
that
think you need
gluteus.
your glutes to stand up.
I think there's a problem with the sort of linguistic processes you would use to get to standing up,
Competition.
whereas they make more sense if you apply them to swallowing.
I think it might be swallowing.
Okay.
D.
Sure.
I have a slight preference for swallowing, although there is an attractive kind of argument for standing up.
What about you, Beth?
I was going on the standing up.
Beth's on standing up. So
Did you do?
I would go swallowing. Just
Okay.
on the.
It seems to slightly.
Beth,
Completely overruled
are
again.
you happy if we go for swallowing?
course I am.
Well,
We're struggling between quite a nice quirky answer and what looks like a more straightforward, more boring answer. But we're going to go for swallowing.
Swallowing. So again, just a little bit of a tangle there. If it is swallowing, you've got the answer right. The contest is over. The answer is swallowing. We say congratulations, Eggheads. You have won. Oh, they were in a tangle today.
They were.
You could have caught them there.
Yes, just one of those things.
It's the Boston answer. Commiserations, thoroughbreds. Sorry to see you lose today. The Eggheads have just about done their thing today. They do reign supreme over Quizland still. It means you won't be going home with the £3,000, so the money rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, well done. Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to defeat the Eggheads. There's going to be £4,000 to play for. They are building up a run, aren't they? Until next time, goodbye.